Hello, it's a very dark M.E Goddess here. I apologise for the darkness of this video. I'm having some problems with light sensitivity at the moment. So I was thinking about what to put in this video, and something I think that we all experience at one time or another is when things plateau and you don't seem to improve, but you kind of don't end up a whole lot worse either. At the moment, I'm noticing that I'm not able, every day it's like there's a little bit more a little bit less, that I can manage, and it's just in little things. It's just in little things, and I noticed it. My little girl turns 10 in 2 days, and so Honey's taken her out to her drama lesson. She goes to a Arts A Go-Go drama school, which has been amazing for her. And so he's taken Leo, who's nearly 6, to go and obviously go and buy her birthday presents. And I just noticed, you know, with all that going on, normally I would feel a lot of sadness around the fact that it's not me who can go out and get her presents, go to the shops and choose and think and do all those things. And it's highlighted to me that I'm definitely in a different phase of things at the moment, because the thought of going out to do that immediately brings a physical exhaustion just thinking about it. And I guess it's been like this for a little while now, and that's just been a really new experience to realise that the anticipation of the payback, if I was to try and do something like that, is actually now greater than the willingness that I could go and be part of that. It's been it's been an eye-opener. I'm now in a different I'm on a different level, I think, of this, physically and emotionally, of this progression. Yeah, I'm finding light and sound are very difficult. I've ordered, I found this, what I hope will be a really useful thing. It's a padded eye mask, and it's got noise cancelling silicone ear covers. So when that arrives, I'll do a bit of a talk about that. I just never ever thought that I would reach the place where I feel like I've surrendered in some way, and I've been forced into that situation of surrender because of the cost has now become too great. It's just a very new place to be. I never thought I would be here. I always thought I would just, you know, push through and fight and never surrender, you know, do my Winston Churchill thing. But actually I have surrendered, and I think that's a relief to my hubby and the kids as well, because when I wasn't surrendering, it was them that would have to try and pick up the pieces of my crash. And I'm in a bit of a crash now. It's a significant experience for me, I think. That I'm more afraid of the crash than my desire, my wish to go and buy my little girl's birthday presents. I haven't been out of the house for quite some time now, weeks, months, I'm not really sure. I went to the doctor's once, and I'm in bed now 24/7, apart from going to the toilet. I have to use my chair, and even that's becoming problematic. So I'm not really sure where to from here, because New Zealand's not really that well set up for people like us. It's difficult to get any support because ME is not a recognised condition, and unless you're in a financial position to pay for someone to come in and do the changes that you might need or things like that, which we're not. We're on our disability benefit because I need Honey home with me full time. We've become quite innovative and how we get around these things, and it's practical things. Like, I'm 5'10", I'm heavy, and my husband is 5'9" and quite small, and he can't lift and all those sorts of things to help me with these problems, these practical situations. So I'm not really sure where we go to from here. I guess we'll just keep making it up as we go along, and in the meantime we'll keep trying to get the support. I don't know if I need a hoist or I don't really know what I need, but I know things are deteriorating, and which happens if you don't use your muscles, you lose them, and I haven't been able to use my body for some years now, so it's inevitable that the practical things become challenging. Yeah, so I'm also finding I have to keep my space very emotionally clear, because there was a situation where I had a sort of a discussion, I'll say, with someone who was well-meaning, but yeah, I can't remember the word, that phrase, well-meaning, but, and that's caused a 3-day crash. Just the emotional cost of dealing with someone. Yeah. So I feel like I've reached this plateau. This disease for me has definitely been progressive, and I think it's self-fulfilling. The being bedbound as well is a self-fulfilling prophecy that things are going to go downhill, absolutely, but there's no arresting that. There's no way to change that. I can't. I'm been trying to find, a soundbite length explanation for what is happening to me, because people understand things like cancer or heart failure or things like that. People understand those things, People don't understand a disease which is so hard to diagnose, and you haven't really got anything to show for it. And so basically what I've come up with so far, and I got it off the unrest video, was that in a cellular level, the mitochondria, which is the component of the cell which makes energy, so the mitochondria in my cells can't access glucose or oxygen, or if they can, it's very ineffectual. And so if there's no treatment that's going to make the mitochondria in my cells be able to access those things. You know, battery's broken. So that's kind of what I came up with. And it seems to be, I know it's not all that's going on, but it seems to be the portion when explaining what's happening that seems to help. My memory's got a lot worse. I've had a lot more trouble communicating this week. I've had a period of time where I was just completely paralyzed and I couldn't speak at all, which I was very, I don't know what I did, but what I did, it was wrong anyway, because I ended up being fully paralyzed and just couldn't speak, could just blink, and Honey just had to ask questions that I could blink to. And it took about I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, and it moved on. So that's kind of where we're at with everything at the moment. Obviously I'm only videoing when I'm able to talk. Yeah, so that's that. So it feels a bit like I've dropped, plateaued, and now I'm in a place like I don't know, is the plateau going to continue, or am I on the edge of a cliff? And we won't know. I can't see 1 foot down the path to just find out what that story is. But I guess we'll find out as we go along. But in all this bar humbugness, we do laugh. So, we do just the silly things that happen, crazy things that happen, and the silliness, and making sure that the kids get a giggle out of it. So yeah, they comment on my banana brain and my wonky donkey arms and things like that, and both of them are very accepting and understanding, and they'll often just come and sit and cuddle. If I can't have the telly on, that's fine, they'll just come and sit and cuddle. And something I've done, I wear the same perfume every day, and so I'm kind of thinking forward that I'm going to make them a cuddle cushion and fill it with out of my dressing gown. I've got a fluffy dressing gown, so I'm going to cut that in half, because they love snuggling up to my dressing gown. So I'll cut that in half and stuff it with some lovely stuff in, and I'll put my perfume sachets in there just to give them, if there's times when I can't give them what they need, I've at least got something else to offer them that provides them with that physical and sensory comfort. Because I'm sort of looking at this time as my opportunity to make sure that my husband does know how to plait my daughter's hair, and that Isabella and Leo have something that they can wrap themselves up in when they need that mama comfort. And so I'm using perfume and touch to try and offer that as an alternative when I'm not able to do that. So even though I'm not achieving very much just at the minute, in my mind I'm thinking, now what if I wasn't here, what could they possibly need, and what could I do to try and assist with that. So that's what I'm working on in my mind. And then when I get a break, hopefully I'll get a bit of an upswing that I'll be able to actually make these things happen. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Precipices, plateaus, perfume, and cuddles. Yeah, that sums it up. Okay, we will see you next time. Toodles!